It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
I agree.
Welcome to the Midday Show. What are you laughing at? Yes, no, no.
Because I forgot. Courtney heard you say that. Layla didn't, but Courtney was like,
Courtney taught me.
Freddie's vernacular, words that come out of your mouth.
She's a lot like me.
Is she?
Yeah, she saw the NFL schedule. She speaks the same way. She may polish it up a little bit because she's a lady, but other than that, just tell you where it's at.
It's the words that come out of your mouth that are so enlightening.
Enlightening? Why?
Enlightening.
Hey, listen, you the polished act. Me, not so much.
Do you think about what you say? Oh, I shouldn't even say this. Do you think about what comes out of your mouth before it comes out of your mouth?
No.
Ever?
Ever.
Does anyone? Do you? Think about what you say before you say it?
Not always. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Who in here thinks about what they say before they say? Raise your hand.
Every single time.
Heather, put your hand down before it gets snapped, please. Sometimes what?
Heather always says that's when she moves her eyes. It means she's thinking about how to best say it without being like
She
that.
uses her eyes. She doesn't speak.
That's okay.
That doesn't count.
Of course. Layla says sometimes she's got to let it rip.
Yeah.
Let us know what you do. Do you just like let it rip?
Or she lets it rip.
Or do you
She
filter?
lets it rip.
Don't you think of the best way as to not only say it clearly and concisely and succinctly, but not to hurt somebody's feelings? I spend so much time in my head so I don't hurt somebody's feelings with what I'm going to say. Because it's never my intention. But sometimes if you use a wrong word, they may be like, oh, a little oversensitive. Or Dawn said,
Kato.
got those in the house.
See, but okay, then let me ask you this. So they say something that's offensive towards you. So they try to put you on the defensive. And they say something that is absurd, accusation, whatever. What am I supposed to say? Do you want a flower?
Sometimes
I know.
you can laugh at the face of stupidity. Because if they truly believe that, their life sucks.
Okay, so then we go down this path and we say, ha ha, okay, you're entitled to your opinion. Is that fair? And they do it again.
And again.
And again. Well, I'm not done yet. And again. And again. To the point that you say, you know what? Why am I taking this abuse?
Okay, but let me ask you, are there consequences to them doing it again and again and again? Or do you continue to just say, it's all good, it's not a problem?
I even offer the opportunity, it's okay, I'm getting up and leaving because the consequences, as history has taught me, I may sometimes end up regretting what I say. And I say it. I'm going to get up to stop this now because we're going to go to a place where we ain't coming back.
Truth.
I have a question.
What's your question?
So, why has sports always been a big focus in schools?
How did we go from what we're talking about to that?
I'm just because you were saying that Courtney was watching the NFL.
No, I was saying that Courtney and I have a lot of similarities because she's a sports person.
Okay, so but what you were saying about sports is
That's her
why
name, Courtney.
why aren't the arts and media so big like sports? That's my
Why
question.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Because of money.
Because you can't make as much money in arts and media like you can in sports. Who the hell goes to a baseball game with their one kid and spends $400 to see a game? And the team stinks. Miami Marlins.
But if I saw a painting for $400, they'd be
They wouldn't
like,
buy it.
No, it's too
Says,
much
no,
money.
I don't want to teach my kid artistic value.
That's exactly it.
I don't want to teach my kid something.
It's not that they don't want
Useful.
to. They just,
And
different priorities is what it is.
another difference, too, because you go to a game, win or lose, it's over in 2 or 3 hours. You buy a painting, you've got it for life.
It's like a marriage.
Yeah.
Like a marriage. You get married, allegedly, it's for life. Can you imagine there on the night of your wedding, you go, wow, this is going to be my life for the next 75 years. I'm going to be looking at
Ever seen the
her
movie Yentl?
for the next 75 years.
I have.
Right? So you just took me back to like the bedroom scene, and you know what she's thinking? Oh my God, I have to cover myself up for the next 75 years because he thinks, yeah.
I mean, think
Interesting.
about that. 75 years waking up to getting yelled at, screamed at,
No, there's some.
punched in the head at.
I was surprised when the tornadoes hit around October time last year. We were in Port St. Lucie fixing up some of the debris, and it was crazy that it had like all these people were like pitching in.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Is that good?
He's moving the camera with a stick. Yo, Moses. No, you can't do it that way. You gotta zoom in. No, you can't do it that way. Would you stop it? Wow.
Too far.
Wow.
This is so highly technical. I don't know.
Zoom in.
Show it, show it, show it. Show it.
Wow.
Only
Good.
good got that was he even getting away
That's
with
a
it.
good invention.
Wow.
What are you doing?
He's trying to get it zoomed in on.
Alright, oh, it's the other
Keep going, keep going. No, yeah, right there, right there. You got
There
it.
you go. Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty
Now,
good, Gato.
let's come here.
I was going
Co-
the wrong
co-
way. Yeah,
co-
my arm
yo.
shot.
Yo, I want you to stand over there by Jay and show everybody your new contraption for zooming in a camera. Because you don't learn this in school. This is nothing you
This
learn in
is
school.
so high tech.
High tech.
I mean, it's just unbelievable.
High tech.
He is the new Ponce de Leon.
Bring up camera 4.
This is something Jay hasn't
You can
seen
shake a
before.
stick at it.
This is wow.
It's our stick.
Hi-
You know, this is wow. This is just wow.
That is high technical production, is what that is.
And Jay, I want to tell you something. I went to St. Augustine. Christopher Columbus gave me that stick.
Ah,
He said, here, use it wisely.
use it right. Well, there you go.
Wow. Now, I think I've seen everything now.
That stick has seen many a place.
I don't know about that, but okay, thank you for playing. What
You know
the
what I
hell's
saw
that mean?
today on Instagram? And it totally cannot be real. There's a guy's pants with a zipper on the butt. So when you have to go to the bathroom, you just unzip it. You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have to drop your pants.
That's old.
Come on.
Yeah.
They don't make that for real.
Wait, listen, when we first did our first show, the invisible backside of the pants was a thing. Remember? They put the plastic where the cheeks were,
Yes.
and you got to see
But can you imagine having a
places
zipper?
God didn't
Imagine
intend to
having a
be
zipper
shown.
on the bottom of your pants as a guy and just
I would love that.
no.
I would spin around real fast. Shoo, shoo, shoo.
Funny
Women's
things, funny
clothing.
people.
Women's clothing has a lot of inventions.
Yeah, I don't understand. You guys wear this bodysuit thing, you put it on, you crawl into this thing, and then you decide, I gotta go to the bathroom. And you gotta get naked in the bathroom.
The bottom.
Huh?
You can just unbutton the bottom.
But
No,
it-
not all of them have a button.
This snaps.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Velcro.
I was married.
Oh yeah,
I'm telling you,
not all of them.
Not all of them.
Then you just push it to the side.
Oi, four? Oi, oi. Push it to the side.
The worst is if you got a
My
bodysuit
God.
on and
Bleh,
jeans.
bleh, bleh.
Anyway, we so digress on the midday show. Save the date, June 4th. We are having a meet and greet, Ola Boynton at Bramer's Brazilian Cuisine, 11 o'clock. So come out and join us, do some networking, mingle, meet, have some lunch.
June 4th.
June 4th, Wednesday, June 4th.
Thank you for letting me know.
We just kind of picked it yesterday. We
Okay.
spoke to Bramer's and we're putting some ideas together, so more information to follow. And Sophia has, good morning, Sally. Sophia is going to be filling us in on some ideas that's happening with Ola Boynton. We've got Jay Harmon in the
Who's
house.
Sophia?
Merengue, Sally, Bernard, and of course, Sue Kostyk's going to be joining us from Hello, Your Health is Calling, talking about GLP-1s.
I don't know what that is.
Well, you're going to learn in the next few minutes.
It's basically the thing for the Ozempic.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Losing weight.
Ozempic.
And apparently, Michael's recipe of the day is Frankenstein chili. How
It's
was
very
that?
good.
Was
It's
it
good.
Very good.
I don't think I
Excellent.
should have had it because it seems to have maple syrup or something in it.
Well, it's maple and brown sugar.
Why is your sugar going up?
Because I can feel it, yeah. But it's very good. I didn't try to, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
funny when this person on sound says, "Is he eating?" Like, yes.
Yeah, because I have my mic.
I heard you eating, it was Nina, which is hilarious.
Nina, why are you hearing me eating, Nina?
Nina's already been indoctrinated with Jay for a little too long, I think.
Nina's already, she gets,
She's hanging out with Jalen. So
she has fits. She walks
listening
around
to
like
you,
this.
I don't know. You're making her nervous. You're making her nervous. Wait till Gata sees her backpack. That's a Gata special.
Did you see that Polar Bear is actually learning the board, and then radio station is learning the board too? She's up there.
Amazing. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, Sue Kostyk, host of Hello, Your Health is Calling, is joining us. We're going to talk about some of the slides she had on her show earlier this morning. So more to come. You can give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. Like and subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channels at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You can also find all of the shows we produce at Amp Media Productions on our YouTube channel, Amp Media Productions. We call it Yellow Amp. So check out all the shows from Call Me Zena to Inside the Artist's Mind and everything in between. More to come. We'll be right back.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Hey travelers, everybody wants cheap airfares, but where can you find them? You call Smart Fares. Our prices are direct from the airlines and they're so low they're not published anywhere. Smart Fares specializes in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rentals, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, Smart Fares can help you get there cheaply and with the best price guarantee. If you want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call us right now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these low rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the lowest rates available. So don't wait. Call Smart Fares right now for the best price guaranteed. Save up to 50% off business and first class. We've got great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 855-828-0198. That's 855-828-0198. 855-828-0198.
What if you could make a free phone call and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Right now, you could be paying as high as 20% interest. Your new interest rate could be reduced to as low as 2.48%. You can refinance any existing car loan or leased car and save money every month. Take 5 minutes of your time right now. Make this free phone call and learn how to save hundreds of dollars a year by refinancing your existing car loan.
Located in the heart of Palm Beach at 300 Royal Palm Way, RCCA provides a variety of personalized outpatient therapeutics to include occupational and physical therapies, speech and language pathology treatment, as well as preschool programs for physically impaired children aged 3 to 5. Our compassionate licensed therapists specialize in hand therapy, geriatrics, neurodevelopment treatment, Parkinson's programs for language and movement, Pilates, as well as vital stimulation for swallowing disorders.
Our goal is to provide accessible therapy to all ages, regardless of financial ability. We accept Medicare and various insurance plans. Our vision is to positively transform the lives of our patients by providing quality occupational, physical, and speech therapy.
We believe in the power of custom and individual therapy sessions to improve communication, independence, and physical function of those with disabilities or injuries.
Our goal is to transform their lives back to where they were or to get them doing what they want to do.
At RCCA, we believe that every person deserves the best therapeutic treatment and a chance to recover from surgery, manage arthritis, improve their balance, or resume sports play after an injury.
RCCA has a strong relationship with the Palm Beach community. and we are a valued not-profit organization for over 85 years, helping those right here within our community.
Visit rcca.org to learn more about us. We are Palm Beach's Rehabilitation Center, and we are here for you.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. I wish I had extra arms.
They would be an octopus then.
Yeah.
Andrew says he does too.
I can see you walking around with. See, you're like Inspector Gadget. Now, I wish I had more hands because I don't have enough hands and I want to do like 12 things at one time.
That's it. All right, so that commercial you saw was for RCCA, Rehabilitation Center for Children and Adults on Palm Beach Island. We had the pleasure of spending some time up there for 2 days, doing B-roll and putting that commercial together. So if you were looking for resources for physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech and language, or your kids or grandchildren have special needs and are looking for an incredible preschool, check out RCCA. And if you cannot afford therapy, they have an incredible program where they will cover it for you because they have tremendous benefactors. It's a great facility.
Do you have a phone number?
We can put it up after the show.
Okay.
All right, so today we are excited because Sue Kostyk, the host of Hello, Your Health is Calling, is joining us on our midday show. It's been a minute, as they say. Sue's been doing a show with us for well over a year, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, hot topic, GLP-1s, great for weight loss, but let's talk about it because you're putting something into your body that's not supposed to be in your body, and yet apparently there's all these natural occurring ways that we can have weight loss. So let's bring her over. How are you doing,
morning.
Sue?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We are terrific. Over a year you've been with us. Isn't that incredible?
I know. Where does the time go?
It goes so fast. And I love that you were doing this topic because, I don't know, people must have been in my head because I keep scrolling and I see weight loss, the apple peel trick, or the lemon and salt water trick. And you never know what's in the trick because it takes forever to get to the end of the video, and then you have to give everything, including your firstborn, to find out what that secret ingredient is.
That is the most aggravating thing. I have gotten sucked into those more times than I care to admit. And it's so aggravating. That's why I love doing the show, because I can give you all that information without, all of the grief that you have to go through it. But GLP-1 is hot. I mean, it is a hot topic, and I haven't really, it's been around for a while. I haven't really talked about it until I have a natural way, so I always want to give people that alternative that's going to give them the natural, long-lasting sustenance. So,
and I've tried, I don't know about you, I've tried the apple cider vinegar. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's like acid pouring right into my gut. And then I'm looking at some of your all that you had on the slides, and we can even put some of them up. That's not even part of the routine that you have, is apple cider vinegar.
No, because one thing that people don't know, and you don't know what you don't know, is GLP-1 is a natural occurring hormone that is made in our gut. And so it doesn't matter if you use apple cider vinegar or, dance around and howl at the moon. It doesn't matter, because if your gut is not in good shape, it's not going to produce it, and it's not going to produce it in the quantities that you need. So that's why I love this product, because it has all of the natural occurring things that help stimulate the GLP-1 growth in your gut naturally.
Now, when I go see my doctors and they see my A1C at the number, they always offer me Ozempic.
Mm-hmm.
And they say to me, if you take this, you won't have to struggle as hard as you do. You won't have to fast as much as you do. And the side effect is you lose weight. Now, I know a ton of people that have done it, a ton.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know, personally, okay, I don't take it. I refuse to take it because I don't want it easy. Easy is what got me in the soup to begin with. But I've seen the people that take it, and there's always something to me that's different about them taking it. Something, Shane, you know who took it is JoJo. And there's always something, not that it's good, bad, or indifferent, but there's something that is different. So my belief, and this is what I wanted to talk to you about, everybody is built differently. Caffeine means something to my body and me that it means something to you, that it means something else to you. And I'm afraid to take this thing and then something else happens that I can't control. And a side effect is something I can't control, and all of a sudden I have a different issue. So I wanted to talk to you about the ups and downs and sideways to doing this thing.
Yes, and that's great. You know, it's the Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, whatever it's called. It's all pretty much the same thing, and they are effective. They do help people lose weight. And the problem is, and I'll say it till I go to the grave, is whenever you force your body to do something, there's consequences. And that goes along with weight loss. When you all of a sudden are introducing something that's going to force something, it's going to happen because otherwise they wouldn't be, selling it all over the place. But there's always a side effect. There's anytime you use an interaction to force an issue. That goes with really a lot of other pharmaceutical interventions as well when we're trying to just mask the symptom. But when it first came out on the market, it wasn't known to be dangerous to people who didn't need it. And let me just go back and say, it was made for the morbidly obese and people who had type 2 diabetes. So that's what it originally was being used for, and it was lowering the A1C, but it came at a cost. And it came at a cost of losing your muscle mass, losing your bone density, affecting your heart muscle. And, those are the scary things that I think that people aren't getting that informed consent ability to really weigh the side effects. Now, if you're morbidly obese and you're taking one of these products and it's working, then great, because being morbidly obese is going to put you into all of these other diseases as well. So getting you down to a good weight where you can then slowly stop using it, but work with a nutritionist, a fitness expert, because what you need to do, and I don't know if you've seen, you say people change. It's like you see these people who are on these GLP-1s that the way they look changes. They may still have a big gut, but they're like thinner. So it's like a fat thin. I don't know how else to call it. But it's like so the weight loss is really muscle. And so that's why they're starting to look different. It's like not, you haven't seen someone for 3 months and all of a sudden they look a little different. You're like, hey, you look great. What's going on? These people, it's like they have that gaunt look. Everything comes with a cost, like I said. And if you have an opportunity to do something naturally to stimulate something that's already being made in your body, then that's what's sustainable in the long run.
It's interesting because everyone says there are no downside, there are no side effects, but we know everything has its pros and its cons. So It's nice to hear that they actually, not to hear they exist, but nice to hear that this is what they are. Because people go into this is the panacea of everything, and this is like, your pot at the end of the rainbow. But there has to be, you're putting something synthetic in your body. Mm-hmm. So what are some of our options? Because in today's show, you talked about berberine, you talked about turmeric, you talked about cinnamon and curcumin and so many great things. Is there a cocktail, a mixture, or is it here and there? I know your line has berberine as well.
Yes, and the developer of our line just came out with a natural GLP-1. It's like, why wouldn't he? Because everything that he formulates is the natural occurring thing that you need. The berberine, the quercetin, the turmeric, the ginger root, the EGCG, which is found in green tea, the resveratrol, those are all the nutrients that your body needs to successfully produce GLP-1 hormone. And what the Ozempic and Wegovy and all those do is the same thing, but because it's not naturally occurring, your body doesn't respond in the same way. It's responding the way it's being pushed, if that makes sense. So when you have like the gastric emptying is the main part of these interventions, whether it be natural or synthetic. So the GLP-1 hormone slows your gastric emptying so that you feel full, you feel full longer, there's more satiety. The synthetic, the Ozempic, the Wegovy, they slow it down to such a point that your food is sitting there. It's not a slow emptying. It's like, I mean, it doesn't stop, but it's really slowing down because that's what the synthetic thing does. You know, it's like your body's not naturally responding to it. It's like doing what it's being forced to do. So we have found also with a lot of clients that are coming to us who have been on these drugs for a year even, and they're having all these issues, pancreatitis, gastric issues, severe constipation, mood issues, anxiety, depression. And so what we have found when we do some lab testing on them, especially our bacteria lab, where we find out what the overgrowth is and how your body is metabolizing things, we're finding that the bacteria markers that overgrow are not just 2 or 3 in the normal person. It's like 17 markers that are in the red, off the charts. So we're seeing that this synthetic product is slowing the gastric process down so much that you've got a whole new toxicity problem. So
Interesting, because I'm looking at your product line. You've got the tone and the probiotics.
Yes. So you want the GLP-1 tone, because that also includes the probiotic. And I listed those 6 probiotics in the notes.
Right.
And so, you know, I always want to tell people too, when you see the list of nutrients and probiotics, you can always find these. You want to make sure that you find them in a good quality nutraceutical functional level, third-party testing. You know, you can always find these separately. And if you don't want to go with the product I'm talking about, just find something that's similar. And, but we do have a product that covers it all. And so when you go on Ozempic or Wegovy or Mounjaro or any of those semaglutides, it's pretty much a lifetime thing, because when you stop, everything changes again. So when you do something natural, it's maybe 3 months. So imagine the cost. You know, if you are on Ozempic and it costs you, I don't even know how much it costs. I hear it's extremely expensive.
It's very expensive.
But yes, so imagine a product like this, which is like, I think it's like $115 for a month. And so you do 3 months if that's necessary. It's not necessary for everybody. If you do 3 months, that's just a little over $300 versus this monthly constant, you know, output of cash that then you turn around and you're going to have to go on another pharmaceutical because you've got all these issues popping up.
And what are you looking at as far as parameters on who should do it? Is it someone who's looking to lose 5 pounds, 50 pounds, or with something natural? There's not as much as a definition. You can kind of dip in and dip out.
Yes. And so it's really for anyone who wants, even if you think that you are at a pretty good weight and you want to maybe, 5 pounds would make you feel better, that person also would definitely benefit from this because it's regulating, if you've gained 5 pounds, it's going to re-regulate the reason why that 5 pounds has crept up. it could be from lifestyle, it could be from a vacation or whatever. The person who has 100 pounds to lose, this is something that is going to make it, we might have to work together more on lifestyle issues too, hand in hand, in tandem with this protocol. Because if you have gained that much weight, then we have to figure out the reasons why. We have to get to the root cause. So it's really 5 pounds, 100 pounds. It doesn't matter. It's for everybody.
Now I gotta touch on a base. So the pill, the ingredients that you have shown on the list, is that all that in one pill, multiple pills?
So there's 2 separate supplements. There's the Tone, which is the berberine, curcumin, all the nutrients, and then there's a second supplement that's all of the bacteria. And so you take 2 in the morning of each, and 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon of each. I mean, it's very basic and simple, but you need them both to work in tandem. I know that they sell them separately, but honestly, you do need them both.
Okay, so I was doing some research on type 2 diabetes coming out of Europe, which are much more further along and at least giving detail in that country than in our country, because metformin is the pill that everybody takes and they think it's a wonder drug, and it's not. But they have discovered that there is a parasite in the pancreas, in the small intestine, and this parasite can be destroyed with a probiotic. The problem is that probiotics, 90% of it get destroyed in the stomach acid. So you get very little, and by the time it gets to the bacteria that they're talking about, it dissolves it. It's not strong enough. You will have to swallow a truck of the probiotic. So the reason I'm asking this is because your probiotic, will it withstand the acidity of the stomach, is my question.
Excellent question. And I think that that's the difference between buying something at CVS or Costco versus something that's been formulated with a delivery system. So like all the nutrients come with black pepper extract because that protects the nutrients and it helps you absorb it. And then the probiotics come with Akkermansia, which is this wonder probiotic that's strong and healthy and it withstands everything. So it really is about the delivery system. And, you can spend a lot of money on all these things and it just is expensive urine. So.
And the nice thing, what I'm willing to try is I think I want to try this for a month and see where my sugar readings go. Because, now remember, ladies and gentlemen, just because you take these supplements and you decide to eat all the pasta in the world and 400 pounds of whatever and say, look, I'm not losing weight, that's not the way this works. You got to be smart about this. But I'm really curious to see if this bacteria that they're talking about that exists in the colon or the pancreas, one or the other, I think it's the small intestine, if that is true and this works, you're going to change the history of what's going on in the diabetic industry in this country. And it's funny because there are certain people in the government right now that have been screaming about this. It's just that the delivery is like an elephant. They don't know how to deliver to listen to people who have the disease or the ailment or whatever you want to call it. And we're looking for this change. I'm going to order it. Take my blood every day and see what happens. Because it takes a little bit of time for it to get into the bloodstream, correct?
It does. And it's compounded, so, doing it for 30 days is great. And you should be able to see changes. And it would be really great to, just note all of this going through this with you because it's such a new thing. I'm going to do it myself because, I'm 62 years old and that wonderful menopause and, everything that comes along with it. So it's something that I think will be really life-changing for a lot of people. And I'm super excited about it. I did add the podcast that he did about this product. It's only about 16 minutes long. It's very, he goes into a lot more detail about the different nutraceuticals and things that go into this, but if people, the problem with the pharmaceutical industry is they instill fear in people. It's like cholesterol, blood pressure, it's like you're going to drop dead if your cholesterol is over 190. And it's the fear mongering that has come along with this. And it's with the type 2 diabetes. It's our poor children. If we can get something on the market that is going to change people's lives for a long time, it's awesome. I'm so excited about this.
I'm excited. I want to join.
Incredible.
I want to do this.
All right,
You got the info on how to get
we're
it?
going to put the link in our show notes, and we'll put the link in your show notes
Yep.
so people
Great.
can get all the information.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been
Perfect.
using your products. I now order 4 boxes at a time of the Whole Foods bar. And Chuck says, "Do you really need 4 boxes at a time?" I said, "Yes, because otherwise I'm ordering it every week." So
Exactly.
because for me, that is
And
my
you get free
daily
shipping then.
11 o'clock snack before our midday show, because otherwise we're not eating till 3 o'clock.
Right.
So yes,
So
now
proud of
I've
you.
upped my order to now 4 boxes at a time.
Hey, you can't beat it. I like to have them on hand too, because you never know when you're, running against time and you haven't eaten and you're like starting to feel that blood sugar, and you eat one of those food bars and you're good for till you can have lunch.
They're great to take with you to work, to school, on vacation. Keep it in. Everyone's
On the
always grabbing a
airplane.
protein bar, right? So it's nice to have them.
Yeah, I mean, how many of us grab such bad stuff at the airport? Oh my gosh.
Sure. So maybe I'll up it to 5 boxes now. I have an order for 4 coming in. Sue, thank you so much for joining us. You can check out all of her shows on the Reinvented Life Network. Hello, Your Health is Calling, as well as stream them on Amp Media Productions also. Always great news.
Thank
and I'm
you.
still dairy-free, so thank you for that. There is a
Thank you.
difference.
Great to
All
be
right.
here.
We're going to take a quick break. More to come on the other side, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Ding ding, here we are at the favorite chocolate store.
Sure's Chocolate. If you could have smell-o-vision in this space, oh my gosh. Tell us about Sure's Chocolate.
Well, we hand make almost everything in chocolate. We do it all in the back room here. We have a workshop back there. We just love what we do.
Everything's here, from Easter bunnies to truffles to mints to, I see this toffee pretzel crunch.
It's probably our best seller. Everybody loves, when they come in, some people are a little grumpy when they walk in, but when they leave, they're happy. Everybody.
That's the way chocolate works.
Nobody ever leaves unhappy. We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
If you can spell chocolate, you come here, they got it. It's everything.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
In a world where finding reliable and compassionate home care can be overwhelming, Sunshine Home Care Services stands as a beacon of hope. That's why we've partnered with professional nurses, physical rehabilitation centers, and medical offices to ensure their patients receive the very best in home care. At Sunshine Home Care Services, our mission is simple yet profound: to support and enhance the lives of our clients. We genuinely enhance the quality of life and offer a comprehensive suite of 26 services tailored to meet every need. We go beyond the basics with health monitoring, emotional support, pet care, and home safety checks. Sunshine Home Care Services is more than just a service. It's a partnership in care. We invite you to experience the difference a compassionate team can make. For a personal consultation, call us today at 561-821-5811.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
This Day in History is brought to you by Cherry Auto Works. (1928). Before Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse debuts in a test screening of Plain Crazy. On May 15, 1982, Ebony and Ivory takes the top spot in the Billboard Hot 100, holding the spot for 7 weeks. On May 15, 1941, the jet-propelled Gloucester Whittle E-2839 aircraft flies successfully over Cranwell, England, in the first test of an Allied aircraft using jet propulsion. After decades of environmental damage and legal wrangling, General Electric finally begins its government-mandated efforts to clean the Hudson River on May 15, 2009. Madeleine Albright, America's first female Secretary of State, is born Marie Janet Korbalova on May 15, 1937. This Day in History is brought to you by Cherry Auto Works. This Day in History is brought to you by True Oldies Radio. On May 15, 1942, a bill establishing a Women's Corps in the U.S. Army becomes law, creating the Women's Auxiliary Army Corps, WACS, and granting women official military status. On May 15, 1800, President John Adams orders the federal government to pack up and leave Philadelphia and set up shop in the nation's new capital in Washington, D.C. On May 15, 1942, gasoline rationing begins in 17 eastern states as an attempt to help the American war effort during World War II. More than 8 years after they intervened in Afghanistan to support the pro-communist government, Soviet troops begin their withdrawal. This Day in History is brought to you by True Oldies Radio.
And we're back. All
Very
right,
nice.
Michael, nice job.
Nice job. Wow, all right. So we've got our two good friends. Sally is drinking water, not even coffee today.
Well, you said two good friends. What's Sally?
And Jay. And Moringa's joining us. She's going to talk to us about, I don't know where the cameras are set, but she's going to be talking to us about what's happening in Boynton. Because everyone is talking about Boynton.
True that.
Right?
True that. I get another 2 phone calls today.
So Sophia's been working with Layla. You've been working with Brianna on Boynton. Hola Boynton is kind of our tagline. So tell us what's happening.
Yeah, so we have a lot of super exciting stuff coming up for the Boynton Studio and for Hola Boynton.
We're super excited. We came up with our marketing plan. I don't want to like give all our secrets away, but we've come up with a lot of really good ideas that we're really looking forward to executing in this upcoming next week. So definitely stay tuned for that. It'll all probably be on like our Instagram and TikTok. So yeah, we're just excited to really start getting out there for Boyden. So
What are some of the goals? What are you looking to? Who are you targeting?
Yeah, we're targeting small businesses really, and just the community of Boyden. We really want to get involved in the community and have them know who we are, whether that's local businesses or honestly just people around. We just kind of want to let them know who we are and what we do.
And you've had a lot of feedback, Freddie, haven't you?
I've gotten a lot of feedback. As a matter of fact, I want to see if the cafe show is on TikTok, because I don't know how to work this. How do you find the cafe TikTok?
I don't know. I'm not
Anybody
on
know
TikTok,
how to do it?
so I could not tell you.
You don't have TikTok?
I only have the cafe TikTok.
Gato, see if you have the cafe TikTok. See if it's on there, because if it's not, then I have to change something. But we put it on there because this show is supposed to play live on TikTok, which is part of the whole intro
Boynton.
to Boynton that we're talking about. But I've gotten companies, we got to call the CRA today. I got in companies, I got an interest, I got people that want to participate and play and see what we can offer that neck of the woods. And it's funny because I talked to somebody yesterday in Boynton, Boca, Delroy, and Boynton.
Delray?
Boca, Delray, and...
Not Delroy. He's all
Okay.
county.
Boca, Delray.
Yes.
And Boynton.
Okay.
3 people can be the same everything, and they are 3 different people. And it shows that the mentality and the thoughts and the ideologies that we use in Boca and we've used some in Delray are going to be completely different. That's why I'm excited about what Merengue is talking about. Her and Brianna were putting together a blueprint. So we're going to be coming out with that to see if it works there.
Which is great. And then on Thursday, we have a meeting with the Delray Chamber, and we're going to be putting some ideas together.
That's right. They've noticed as well. But everybody asks me, oh, I hear you're doing something in Boynton.
I know. It's all how you put it out there.
It's a good idea.
So I know you guys are working really hard on it. So nice job.
Thank you.
So check them out. They're going to be on the streets of Boynton Beach. And June 4th is their first target goal. And that's going to be at Bramer's Brazilian Cuisine right on Gateway and I-95.
What time are we
Meet
doing
and greet, 11 o'clock. We'll do a live show from there, I think.
Are we doing the morning show?
Not from there. They don't open that early.
Oh, okay.
So they open at 11, so we'll do it at 11. So we'll do a midday.
Okay.
We'll do a midday show. And this way it gives us room. And if anyone's hungry, they can get their lunch, they can get brunch, they can have a cup of coffee, or sit and watch. And this way it enables Bramer's to get more visibility, and it helps me from not having to bring in a whole lot of extra stuff into our studio on Boynton Beach. So I think it's a win-win.
Take our hosts, a bunch of our hosts up there?
Anyone is welcome to be there.
Are you opening it up? Oh,
It's a meet and greet.
I just found out.
It's a meet and greet, lunch and learn, mix and mingle, whatever you want to call it. Lunch is available to purchase if you want to.
Sally,
if
are
you
you
don't,
going?
that's okay.
It's the first I heard of it.
She
but
did not
sounds
know about it
interesting.
yet.
Sally, it's the first I heard of it.
Oh, so we both learned at the same time.
I never knew this was going on. They had this whole meeting yesterday.
We put it together yesterday.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
We just put it together yesterday because Brianna and Sophia wanted a date to bring people together. So when they go to meet people, what was the overall, what was going to be like? So we put this together, and Bramer's was incredibly accommodating and said, you got it.
This is going to be fun because I want to play like a ring the bell game. And, you know, when you had the 100+ women here the other night, they were all looking at the bell. Did you
Were
notice
they?
that?
No.
And I said to them, do you remember the book, The Intern? And some of them said, yeah. And I said, this is the same bell that was in that movie.
Truth.
And they said, oh my God, is this the bell? I never said it was the bell.
It's the same bell.
It's the same bell. Took
Yes.
me a long time to find that. And they think it's there. So
That's good.
put it up for auction.
But yeah, we'll do up some games, maybe some giveaways, some raffles. You guys have a lot of marketing ideas, which is fantastic.
Yeah, we're excited.
And she's here for a couple. You're not even in town that week.
Nope.
I just
No,
realized
you're not.
you're not even
What?
here that week.
Where you
She's
going?
leaving on the 30th.
Yeah.
Where is the journey taking you next?
To Madrid.
Oh God, I can't stand her. Madrid, very nice. Been
Yes.
there, it's very nice.
Yes.
When
How
is
long?
it? June the 4th. Did you say?
Yes, the event,
What
yes.
day?
It's a Wednesday.
June the 4th is the day.
Yes, I wanted to know what day of the week, though.
Uh,
That's okay. It wasn't that important to me.
So mark your calendars, and they're going to be out hitting the pavement, as they say.
and check it out. Come on up because art by Sally, art by Jay Harmon. Jay, are you going to be there?
This is the first I've heard about it, so.
Jay, it's the first we've all heard about it. They all decided this yesterday.
Right, so
But at
it's-
least
it's
we heard
like,
about it.
As far as I know, I will.
Okay.
And that's what day of the week?
A Wednesday.
A Wednesday.
I think he's been
He's a
sleeping.
wise
He's
guy.
been asleep.
Yes, he's
Jay, your
being a
phone's
wise
ringing.
Well, you got good ears.
guy. Must be Wednesday.
Must be Wednesday.
I just get calls all the time.
All right, so thank you for that. Some more to come. Sally, what's happening?
Hi. Yeah, I've just been busy waiting for phone calls and all sorts of things.
You are so busy.
I am busy.
I'm never calling you again.
I always
You put me on hold. You didn't return a phone call.
never do that.
Nothing.
I'm very fussy about people doing that to me, so I never do it.
She's fussy about it.
You're fussy.
When
She's
did you
fussy when
call
people
I
do
tried
that
to
her.
call
You
you
say,
and you
"When
said I'd call you back.
Well, if I said that, I would have done.
But you never called me back.
I know that's not like me. Really,
Well, it
I
ain't
really
like
mean
me.
that, Freddie.
You did
When
it.
did you call? I
had a
know,
question
because
for you, but
I
then
spoke
Heather
to
took
Dawn
care
about
of
the
it.
same situation. That
Heather took care of it.
I
Whatever it was.
texted you.
She's
but
very
I spoke to
fussy
Dawn
about that.
Very fussy.
Absolutely.
It's very,
I know now what
very
it was.
proper.
I
She's
would-
fussy about that. I like
figured
that
you
word.
guys were talking together, and you'd hear the message. So.
I'm going to use that word from now on. I'm very fussy about
What did
that.
I say? I'm very
Fussy.
English is coming back.
You're very fussy about
I've
that.
been around
I
a
like
few
that.
English people recently.
I think it's very proper. So instead of saying that annoys me, I'm very fussy about that.
I love that.
I love that
I
idea.
love that. Okay, I
I'm going
didn't
to start
even know
using
I
that.
said it.
Freddie, I'm very fussy about that.
Oh, shut up, you.
Freddie, Dawn's very fussy about that.
It's very
Very fussy.
elegant, right? I'm very fussy about that.
No, that's
I
too
wasn't even
elegant.
aware I said it,
That's
actually.
that's too much elegance. I'm beginning.
So, Sally, you've been getting a ton of traction on your website. He comes in every morning with new ideas and new things and new promotional pieces.
Beautiful, yeah.
We want to change it.
Yes, whatever you want to do. I have complete faith in you.
Let me
in the
tell you, the
studio.
problem is that the way it was constructed is very restrictive. So as it changes, it's not as easy as they sound.
Oh, but you have
We have
my
ideas.
absolute permission with
We
your
have-
ideas.
Yeah, well, don't say that. I may put naked
No,
women
I mean,
on
we'll
there.
run it through together, but whatever you feel, because you guys
Yeah,
are the
you're right.
professional. I'm just putting the art on clothing.
You don't have the outfits on now, right?
Do I have
Nothing you're wearing is from your website.
No, because I had to go out somewhere this morning. I was going to go home because I wanted to bring some things into the studio, but I didn't. I came here instead. So
You got some of the workout clothes.
And the shoes
I
are
have
coming
them.
back.
I know. I
He's
sent
putting
it-
the shoes
I sent
in
an
again,
email to Gio. And
He's
you-
putting them into it.
Yeah, yeah.
He had to check something about the shoes to make sure that.
Okay, yeah.
Make sure that
Yeah.
that this doesn't evaporate in the
They
next 9
disappeared
days.
for a
as opposed
couple
to
of
90
days, and then they came from the site. They told me they were putting.
What are some of the things people are saying? What are they telling you?
All I get is a lot of wow. I mean, I tell people go into my site, and a lot of people tell you to go into their website. So the reaction is, okay, I'll look. And then suddenly, as they go in, they go, wow, wow.
It's remarkable.
Yeah, you just got to get it out there a little bit,
As a matter of fact, tonight we have Mag Chop here being interviewed on one of the shows.
The Artist Loft.
And I'm going to try to find out if maybe we can enter some of your clothing in the runway things that they do
Beautiful.
down in,
Yeah, that would be great.
I don't know if they will.
Yeah, but
there's
that's
no
okay.
harm in.
Just,
Sure, it's a good idea.
Thank you for the idea because
That's a good idea.
That's all I do. I wake up every
I'm
day
only
with you on
as
my
I say on
brain.
my program, is only good as the questions. I'm only as good as the ideas.
Well, you had a spectacular show on Monday.
A lot of people I've had phone calls about that.
Have
yes.
you?
Yes.
What did they said?
That it was amazing. Even Steve said it was the best show he'd ever watched.
What did we talk about?
We had that family on. We have.
Oh, that was
yes,
really, that was deep.
yeah. A lot of I think it's he didn't he talked a little bit about that, but it wasn't during the show. It was people that have watched it afterwards have told me.
Deep.
Because a lot of people watch it afterwards. Not everyone's
most
around at
people do.
2:30,
Yeah, most
and
people do.
you
They're
see the
very-
numbers grow.
Yeah, every day. But not only I see them grow on that show, I also see them grow on shows that we've had maybe a month ago.
It's amazing.
It'll go up. But I think that's going to change a little. We need to maybe go to YouTube a little bit more because Facebook.
Everything's on YouTube.
Yeah, but I need to send people to Facebook a little bit more.
Oh, to
maybe.
YouTube
Right.
more? Send them the links?
Yeah, because Facebook is getting a little bit more
Fussy.
Yeah. Yes. I didn't know if that was what I was meant to say.
Facebook is definitely getting a little bit fussy.
They are, yeah.
It's funny because as much time as we spend with putting shows out on the internet and on social media I don't even go on social media, very rarely. I find it very anxiety provoking for me.
Why?
The scrolling, the what's next, I don't know, it makes me like my heart races and I get kind of, I don't like the feeling of it,
We
of the
have to talk
scrolling
about
feeling. I see, I don't know how the younger people do it, but for me it makes me very anxious.
I use it as a platform to communicate. So, she has her clothes, Jay has his artwork up
Yeah, you
there.
post a lot of our stuff out.
I do, and it's funny because the more I post, I ask the kids to give me more. There's a whole truck full of things that they did in the last
That we
few
have to
days.
go find.
And we don't know where it is. And there's a whole truckload of information going in there. I wanted to do something for Karen. Karen now is offering cleaning services through the show as well. And she does a great job here as well. And she wanted to put that together.
She should.
And we never say no. And it's
Put it together,
testament
Karen.
is-
I want to.
Okay,
A
yeah,
testament-
absolutely.
That's why I said the motto, so I'm going to be working on that this weekend.
We're in a meeting today and the whole floor is smelling so nice and clean. It's beautiful.
But she does a great job, and she's very reasonable. She'll match wits with anybody. But the object of the game is that you have to put it out there to let people know what you're doing. And I get all this traction now about Boynton. I've been talking about Boynton for over a year. And here it is, and here we go. And after Boynton, there'll be another place.
Gonna send the girls over to Guacago because that's all he talks about is Guacago.
The best. I'm going to tell you, you're going to love
I want
it.
to try it.
It's a guac, and then they put ingredients like Chipotle type of
Wait, like
deal.
what is it though?
It's a guac.
Oh, it's just
And they
guac?
put and then they put rice, and they put different. You have
okay.
different choosings, but I don't know what's in it, but okay. But that's the best thing in that whole section over there. I think is the best because it's fast, it's inexpensive, and it's really good.
Places to go.
Yeah, I want to try it.
Then you got the Hurricane over there. You got all the restaurants over there. The studios over there. You got Angel Secret is over there. Yes, and she's the one that has the mannequin in front with the bikini.
No, I'm laughing because you're so specific on our address over there, and I
Okay,
feel
Ocean
like
Avenue.
I feel like our location's going to say over
Federal
there.
and Ocean Avenue in Boynton.
Thank you.
My
Over
goodness.
there.
Over there.
You
Over
didn't-
there.
You didn't say guacamole where it was
No, because I did not.
because you didn't know.
We passed it.
And Ocean. And I said, let's go to lunch there. Shoo, you left. I was like, wow.
Oh, we could have gone to lunch there,
It's the
but we went to Bramer's instead.
640 East Ocean Avenue.
Thank you, Jay.
How do you know? Oh, yeah, because you got lost going over there.
I found it.
You found it. Now you'll never forget it. 640?
640.
Studio 3, go around the back. Huh?
Nice.
Around the back?
Around the back.
Like that?
I like that.
It's a curveball.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Jay Harmon, and I think we've got some fun facts with Michael. I don't know what we're going to
Oh,
do,
God, help
but we're going to see what he's going to pull up. More to come. We'll be right back.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years, doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with.
Welcome to the AMP Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, AMP Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
Siciliano!
Hi, I'm David Vito Quaderno, the owner of Xavier Restaurant in Meisner Plaza, that is in front of Meisner Park. We're a Sicilian cuisine restaurant, so I'm Sicilian. I'm just arrived from Sicily. I live in Catania, the east coast of Sicily. We offer the traditional Sicilian cuisine with the traditional ingredients that I used to import from Sicily, from the cheese to the oregano to the anchovies and different kind of fish. This is a family business already from the 1897, so it's almost 130 years business, and we're offering here the best. This is the first restaurant in the United States, so I wait for you in Meisner Park to enjoy the best and the real Sicilian kitchen. Ask you to book your tables just to be sure that you will find a place for enjoy the real Sicilian kitchen. Thank you. For your reservation, you can call at 561-617-5424. We are open from Tuesday to Sunday from 4 to 9:30.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? With MedGuard Alert's new Care Watch, you can connect with medical professionals instantly, 24/7. No cell phone required. This life-saving medical device acts as a phone as well as a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And if you have Medicare or Medicaid, you may qualify to get yours free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. Are we, is Michael gonna give us a play-by-play?
If he comes on out, he can give us the play-by-play. It's a new segment he's put together, Facts with Michael, Fun Facts with Michael. You know what I thought it said? Fun Farts with Michael. They give it to me in pencil, like this. Can you see that?
What is that?
Thank you. These are the notes of the segments, but it's funny.
Who gave you that?
Michael. No, they helped him write it out, but
Michael,
because I don't have my glasses on. Fun Facts with Michael. You going to sit and do Fun Facts?
Sure.
Do they have an intro for you?
Yeah, it's already up there.
All it says is the facts. That's it. It says the facts.
All right, we're going to fix his camera, and while we're doing that, we head over to Jay Harmon. He's been very busy selling his artwork, Freddie.
Is that in the facts?
That is a fact. He brought in someone last night. What's happening, Jay?
Well, I've been getting out and about trying to meet people who are in the art business and in the marketing business and trying to make some connections. And there are a lot of people out there. I've been pretty much doing my thing and not really getting out, but I found out I can have all the artwork in the world, but if you don't have people to buy it, you know, you have some problems. So what I've been doing is going out and meeting people who are in the marketing business and who know a lot about the art world.
Very cool.
And so it's been keeping me pretty busy. I've been about 2 weeks into this now, and so I'm. But I said I'm just gonna keep rolling with it.
How's the response been?
You know, and it's because it's a business like any other business, and you know, and I've never been a real salesman, but they say if you can't do it yourself, find somebody who can. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'm meeting some, some people who I can work with and others who I won't. But, you got to discern that when you get into the business world.
How's that going for you?
Pretty good.
Discerning.
Pretty good, but I'll tell you what, I'm trying to see, okay, do I believe this guy? Do I believe this guy? Now, what's he going to, and it comes into a real thing, a real struggle.
Yes.
So,
it definitely becomes a struggle for sure.
It becomes a full-time job.
It does.
Trying to
That's what I
decipher
found.
that exists and that doesn't.
Yeah.
And you still have to be proper, to use a word of vernacular from Sally.
I can train people to be proper.
Well, but the problem is that
etiquette.
you do this, and then all of a sudden you find out 2 months later that there was nothing there, and you just spent 2 months that you could have spent somewhere else.
Right, I know,
It just
but
gets
you
very
don't know at the
frustrating.
time. What do you do? I mean, you have to trust your feelings. You have to, trust something. Your instincts, yeah, as to what you want to do, and that's a hard thing. It's a new thing for me.
You just got to keep doing it. And the funny thing is that as an artist, you create it, and then you have to sell it. You have to define it.
Now I've got a big body of work, and now I'm trying to find people who will appreciate that body of work.
Well, appreciating it's one thing. Having them
buying it
is another thing.
Yes,
because everyone
I
comes
know.
in here and they're amazed. The Prince piece and this lady, and they just look around and they're floored by the beauty. But then it's taking that next step to where would it look in your house, how would it look in your house, all of those ideas.
Right, and that's
the next step to
that's
it.
the whole
right.
the whole next thing.
Well, yeah, and you also want to find the body of people that understand the what it takes to have artwork. Like you said before, having to teach your children, taking them to a ball game or a piece of art, and there's a big world of difference between those two things.
And I'm meeting other artists, some very successful artists, and I'm kind of talking to them about what have you done? How has it gone? How have you been able to really market your work and what they've been able to do? And that's a big help because I get a lot of good advice. And so
Sally's a lot of help also.
I am.
See, that's what sells. She doesn't even know where she's at.
She is
I know
fussy.
exactly where I am.
She is fussy.
I am. I'm very fussy.
But she's done a lot also. But yeah, you brought in somebody yesterday, and
yeah, I was talking to someone yesterday, and he took me all over. I mean, down to Deerfield, up to Boynton. We were just all over the place looking at artwork and talking to artists and business people and everything, and that's exactly what I want to be doing. And so it was good. We even came here to the studio. He wanted to stop by and see my artwork here, and he was very impressed with that.
You're going into galleries.
I'm going into galleries and a lot of different places
Right,
that I'm talking to people. I'm talking to artists and.
Very nice. All right, we ready to get into some fun facts with Michael? Before we wrap it up for the day, tomorrow we're going to be at Ford's Garage in Plantation. It is right on Broward Boulevard and University Drive. It's a whole lot of fun, great for networking. It's with Full Circle Networking, this Power of Three. I don't know, it's Karina's birthday week, so.
They're expecting 100 people.
It's going to be a lot of people, so get there early. We'll probably be there setting up by 9:30. The event starts at 11:15. It's lunch, it's mingling, it's making the connection of 3 people because you can't possibly connect with all 100. I couldn't even talk to all the women that were here the other night.
Does it go on for? I'm picking my girlfriend up at 12:30 at the train station here.
Probably till around 1:30. Around 1:30.
Your girlfriend should not be coming in on Friday.
She's coming in from
It's
Miami.
very
I haven't
improper.
seen her in about 12 years.
So if she's coming in, she's driving in from Miami?
No, she's taking the train. And it
Is
comes
she
in at Boca
crazy?
here.
That's a 4-hour drive.
No, the
taking the
train
train
is
from
only
Miami.
1 hour.
4-hour train.
30, it's 50 minutes or something.
So tell her to get off in Plantation and walk over to the place.
Well, no, I don't know if she can change the ticket.
Don't worry, you need to meet this lady. You need to have a meeting with her. This is
She's an English buddy of mine.
Yeah.
Who actually ran the British Chamber of Commerce here.
Oh,
and now
no.
down
How are
in
you going to
Miami.
meet? Forget about it.
Yeah.
And she's very proper too, right?
She's very proper.
She's not. She's just a very fun girl. She's really
Very
hot.
proper.
Yeah, so she needs to sit and have that conversation with
Absolutely.
her.
I may pick her up at the train station.
We may meet you at that
I
meeting.
realize it's very near here, I think, the train
Yes.
station. By Meisner Park? I don't
Yes.
know where it is, but I'm going to
The
be
train
there.
station?
It's on Palmetto and Dixie.
Well, how come Chloe made me take
That's
her off
Tri-Rail.
Spanish
She's probably
River?
taking the
No,
Bright
she's
Line.
taking Bright Line.
Oh, okay.
So
the
it's
one
here
over there.
somewhere,
Well, there's
right?
two
I'm
different
gonna check
types
it
of
out
trains?
later on.
Tri-Rail and Brightline are two different lines?
I think so, because I thought the Tri-Rail comes in near me.
I never knew that. Did you know that?
Yeah, Tri-Rail and Bright Line are two different trains.
Did you know that, Michael?
Yes.
Because you know everything.
There's
What I couldn't
Tri-Rail
figure out,
and
I looked
Bright
at how
Line.
much it was going to cost her.
It's
Just
in the
curious.
name.
$11 to $75. What does that mean?
If you go to Orlando, it's going to cost you
Oh,
$80.
it goes further. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I couldn't figure out. Do they give you a big lunch, a big breakfast?
They have that too, actually.
They have the food
Oh,
cart.
okay.
I took the train to Tampa. I loved it.
I love trains.
I love
actually.
trains.
I love trains.
Maybe I
I've
do a
al-
train ride this
yeah.
weekend.
I'd love to do a
I don't
train
remember
ride.
this weekend.
No,
Why
I
don't
don't
you
think
do
so.
your can you do the show from a train?
I took a camera.
Yeah, do a live show on
I
a
would
train.
love
How
to.
about
We did
that?
that
love
with
to
Dawn
do
DeBook,
that.
We did it
remember?
with doing the book.
There's something about trains.
We did a live shoot on a train down to Miami. No, Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
From West. We hit a truck
On the way back.
on the way back. We all scattered, boom, boom, and the guy ran. We didn't hit nothing. Yes, you did. You hit something. It was on the news. We hit a big truck or something.
All right, let's get to Michael before we wrap this up for today.
All right.
We have a new intro.
Yeah.
Do they have it?
You guys have it?
All right, let's roll it.
Let's roll.
Oh, with Mike. Okay.
Well, it's a little bit quick there, Mr. Michael.
I know it's a first attempt.
All right. All right. So, did you know?
Well, so for example, you know how today we talk about how Mickey Mouse made his first appearance.
Yes.
But back in the day, Mickey wasn't Mickey. It was Mortimer was the original name for him.
What was the name?
Mortimer.
Really?
Which, you know, that was his idea, but his wife said, well, I hate that name. Let's change it to Mickey. And, you know, that's the rest of, you know, just change that.
Nice.
And if it wasn't for the studio that he worked at the time, the Fleischer Brothers, you know, the guys who did Felix the Cat, we would have had Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. But they basically, the guy that was in charge of there stole it from him, so he was forced to come up with Mickey Mouse.
Osborne the Rabbit. As
Oswald
opposed
the
to-
Lucky Rabbit.
Yeah.
as
Didn't
opposed to
didn't Walt
Mickey Mouse.
Disney's wife come up with the name Mickey?
Yes.
How
Lillian
did they
was her
get
name.
Minnie? How did they get Minnie Mouse?
Well, Minnie Mouse also showed up in that same short, Plain Crazy.
Plain Crazy.
Wow. Isn't that amazing?
The amazing thing is, it started with an idea.
Well, the best
That's
part
it.
is with Walt. His art teacher told him he had no creative potential whatsoever. Well, good thing he didn't listen.
That's the amazing thing. It's the idea of a man, and now look.
Let me ask you, Walt Disney was a rebel and created all sorts of subliminal messages.
I don't think that. I do know that if you look at a lot of the fairy tales, the mom's not in the picture. That's because his own mother died of a faulty heating system. So he bought a house once he got successful, but had a faulty heating system, which the mom died from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oh, wow.
And he blamed himself for that. And for years, that's why in a lot of the films, the mother is not in the film.
But wasn't there a thing where there's always good and bad in everything he does? Evil, dark side, green versus regular, because he was trying to send out a message about good and bad in society. Because he was there
Well, he was a
certain
human
things-
being. He wasn't perfect.
Yeah, but there were certain things that they didn't let him air. It's what I read.
Well, like during
Censored.
Well, like for example, some of the movies after his death, like say Fox and the Hound and stuff, they were not nearly as good as they had been. Basically, there's this period from 1989 up till 1999 that I grew up in, and it was called the Disney Renaissance. It's basically which was kicked off by The Little Mermaid, and every movie from that point, from that up till '99, they were the ones that were winning Academy Awards and all that stuff. So, like, Beauty and Beast is in that, Aladdin, The Lion King, all those are part of the Disney Renaissance. In fact, I think the last Disney Renaissance film was Tarzan in 1999.
Tarzan.
Interesting.
So.
Man versus Beast.
Actually, no, it's actually, well, the whole message of that movie is really, well, how do you define a man and what's a savage, right? Because Tarzan, even though he's grown up in the jungles, he's more human than the bad guy really is in the end.
Has your mind always been like this in school, or is it more you refined it?
I was just thinking that.
No, it's always been like this. Like, I'll make a comment about
Amazing.
something somebody said like 20 years ago, and they'll go, what? It's like,
But just how you analyze
Yeah.
what a movie means, man versus savage, to me, it's like, I don't know, it's Tarzan.
Well,
he was raised in the woods,
he
in
was
the
raised
forest.
by the apes. But most people don't realize is that, Tarzan was actually written by Edgar Rice Burroughs, who's also the same guy who wrote John Carter. You know about the guy that goes to Mars? Which actually influenced the creation of Superman.
Interesting.
You're amazing.
Fun facts with Michael. All right, and there you have it. Fun fact of the day, Mickey Mouse should have been Mortimer.
You know, your dad's house is Mr. Mickey Mouse's house.
I'm heading down there today.
Everything he
You guys
has.
want anything?
I want.
What do you want?
I want the Mickey Mouse character. He has the big little Mickey Mouse.
He's got a lot of them.
I want the big one. The one I want to put it at the door.
Do we have a big one?
He has one.
I'll look and see.
Yeah, he has Mickey Mouse, and then he has Pluto and Minnie Mouse.
Big ones?
Yeah.
I'll look and see.
Get me some.
All right.
And tell your
I'll
mom,
FaceTime you from there.
I want the Egyptian
The
stuff.
sarcophagus
too? She don't have it.
No.
But she has the Egyptian thing. I want to put it right over there. Or
It's
right over here.
interesting. I know. We could take you over there tomorrow.
It's unbelievable. I love his. He gave me Mickey Mouse ties, and that's not what I wanted. I said, okay, thanks for the tie.
All right, you got to tell me what you want. Well, I get it for you today.
Perfect.
All right, more to come. We're going to wrap this up. Happy Thursday, everyone. Tune in tonight. We've got, I believe Russ is coming in today.
Yes.
He's got Lights in the Night, but I think it's a new twist, and G-Man is going to be co-hosting with him.
I heard.
So it's on Black history and Hispanic history. So that's going to be coming to you today at 4 o'clock. And then you've got Artist Loft at 5, All County You and Your Doctor at 6:30, Make You Money with Laura Sanders at 7. 7:30 is Soul Care.
With a new co-host.
With a new co-host. So a full slate of shows.
Full slate.
So check it out. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Join us tomorrow at Full Circle Networking down at Ford's Garage. We'll see you then. Have a great day.
And don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.